Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're finally going to be taking delivery of my wife's brand new daily driver, aka the Ben Hardy Mommy Mall Crawler is what we have been calling these vehicles. So if you don't follow the channel, I recently purchased, I say recently, it was like 6 months ago, purchased a Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro for my wife to drive until this vehicle came in, because after ordering this vehicle we found out that it was going to be quite some time before it arrived, and well, now it has finally arrived. We've sold the 4Runner, and yeah, we're going to be taking delivery of it today. And if you're wondering, she has been daily driving the Raptor while we've been waiting for this vehicle, and well, as comfortable as the Raptor is, and as much space as there is in the Raptor, she hasn't liked it because of like how cumbersome the truck is to drive around, because it's super big, and then also getting like in and out of the truck has also been kind of a pain, because like think about like lifting a baby up into a pickup truck. It's not like the hardest thing on the planet, but like it's definitely not ideal. Well, we are officially on our way to the dealership, and do you have anything that you'd like to say? You should just take the camera.
I should just take... Hi! It's been a while. Oh, you have a baby? This life with a baby is so fast and so slow. I'm probably not even holding this right, because she was up until like 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's a fun time. If you have a baby, prepare to leave like an hour and a half earlier than you would normally prepare to leave, because that's the only way you're going to make it on time. That's all I have to say.
Also, am I gonna have to replace the fender flap in the Defender like the Raptor?
We don't know yet.
You don't know yet. Okay, so you have to go to a doctor's appointment for the baby, and so we just got to make this quick. But anyways, what do you think about seeing this in person now, finally?
I think it looks more aggressive than I thought it would, but that's because of Ben, isn't it?
Yes, that's for sure. Actually, a cool thing. So first off, you got to see the interior that you ordered, because I was not really a fan when I thought about it, but like seeing it in person now, I think it's really cool. Like, it's got this lighter colored interior, and you can see the green on the inside, which kind of pops out. But this, I thought this was cool. This is what we get the keys delivered.
That's how they give us the keys?
Yes.
But they don't give us a camera mirror?
Yeah. I'll talk about this in my review. There are a few options that we ordered that we didn't get because I guess supply constraint, which it's fine, it happens.
It happens.
They're not. It's honestly not deal breaker because we got the refrigerator set.
Yeah.
This is literally. I gotta move this. This is literally all that she cares about. Is this thing right here? Yeah, so it's refrigerated. But I will let you leave so the baby doesn't freeze, because it's like 30 degrees outside right
She's
now.
okay. I mean, yeah, we better get inside. It's only been like 2 minutes, you guys. We're not freezing her to death.
Yeah, exactly. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, I will say I did learn a very, very strong lesson today, and that is to trust your wife, because when we ordered this, I seriously was not sure about this interior. I was like, yeah, I don't know, because I've never, like, I shouldn't say never, I actually have had a car with a light interior. When I first started working in sales, I bought a used 2006 Porsche Boxster S for like $20,000, and that had like the old man tan interior. And I don't know, after that I was like, I'm not so sure about these lighter colored interiors. But again, seeing that, like, look at this, it looks so cool, and like the green there popping inside. I don't know, I know that some of you might not like this. Maybe I'll get posted on worst spec on Instagram. Maybe, I doubt it though. But it's actually really cool, and I'm excited to drive this. If you guys are wondering, I will be driving this for a little bit before the wife drives it. I'll explain it a little bit later in the video as to why that's happening. But I mean, yeah, this is neat. Okay, so we're just finishing up taking delivery of the Defender, and I have to give a huge shout out and thank you to Jordan here at the Land Rover in Lehigh. Do you have anything that you'd like to say on camera? I'm putting him on the spot.
I just want to thank Ben for being so awesome to work with, and like everything that he does to really help our store and just to showcase this really cool brand. I just am so happy for this opportunity, and I'm always happy to help any of his friends and anyone else that would like to come and work with us here in Land Rover Lehigh. So I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, seriously, thank you so much, Jordan. And I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. Seriously, if you're looking for a Land Rover product and you happen to live in the Utah region?
Yeah, Utah is our best bet right now for brand new cars.
Yeah, Land Rover sells everything regionally locked. So if you happen to live in Utah, you're looking for a new Land Rover and you don't want to pay any markups over MSRP, Jordan at Land Rover of Lehigh. Well, I'm setting up to the Defender to do the review, and look who it is! It is the 4Runner TRD Pro that we obviously sold. And I know I'm gonna get the comments that I literally traded what is quite possibly the most reliable brand new vehicle you can buy for, I wouldn't say the Defender is the most unreliable, because like there are other vehicles that have quite a bit more tech than this that probably aren't as reliable, but we all know Land Rover has a particular reputation. With that being said though, I've talked to a lot of different Defender owners, and with this new Defender, there were some quirks in 2020, but since then, it's actually been a really solid vehicle. Again, as a Land Rover product, especially if you get the, 3-liter inline six, it seems like it, as long as you don't do anything crazy with it modification-wise, like the lift rods and everything, it seems like it's a vehicle that can handle a lot off-road and on-road, and not break all that often. So I think that's something to note. Again, I've talked to people that have like 50, 60,000 plus miles, which I know is not 200 or 300,000 miles, which is what the 4Runner can do, but it's still something, people. So first drive in the wife's new Defender, and I believe this is the first time I've ever driven a Land Rover Defender on the highway, and I can confidently tell you it is amazing on the highway. So much better than the 4Runner. Like, the 4Runner's not bad, but this actually has like slightly less wind noise. Now, the rack on the top does do a little bit of wind buffeting. I kind of expected that. That's the price you pay for having a cool rack that you can do fun off-roading stuff with. But aside from that, super quiet. Suspension is so comfortable. The 4Runner has really good suspension. This, though, with the air suspension, I'd say it's on a whole nother level. Now, that being said, I will say I think if the tires had a little bit more sidewall, that would help out a bit with the ride quality, but it's still like this is a luxury car, straight up luxury car with the ride quality. And then also what I want to mention is this inline six. I really like it. I was honestly torn between getting this and the V8 when I ordered my Defender. I'll talk about the reasons why I got this over the V8 in my review of the Defender. So if you just subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and wait for that review that'll come up. But anyways, like, the more that I'm driving this inline six, the more I really like it. And with all the cars that I have, frankly, if I really wanted to have like fun with a V8, I have a GT500 and I have a Wrangler 392. Like, I've got plenty of V8 power in my life. I don't need to have all of that. Something else that I want to mention is this thing feels like a freaking tank to drive. It's crazy that Land Rover was able to like accomplish that with what this vehicle is. Again, this is a unibody SUV with independent front and rear suspension, air suspension. So like, it shouldn't feel like big, bulky, and tank-like, and somehow they've captured that. Like, that's the one thing that impresses me the most about the Defender. And that's something that my wife said too. Like, we drove a lot of vehicles on the day that we went shopping for her, and the Defender was the one that she liked the most because of, the features that it has, and then also because of how comfortable it is to drive, but also, like, she said it feels like a real SUV. And I am gonna just go out on a limb and say, this is the only unibody independent front rear suspension SUV on the market that actually feels like a true, it almost feels like a body on frame SUV. It's crazy. Just with whatever they've done with this, it's somehow it works. So yeah, job well done on that. So I just realized I forgot to like end things for this vlog video with taking delivery of the Defender. So I just drove it around a bit more today, and I really like it. Again, there's a little bit of noise with the roof rack on the highway, but other than that, it's honestly like, it's a quiet car. It's super comfortable with the suspension, and I'm gonna be sad when I have to give this to the wife. It drives so well. The best way to describe this is it basically drives like a Jeep Wrangler or Ford Bronco, like the new Jeep Wrangler, new Ford Bronco, mixed with a luxury car. So like, you still get that, again, that big SUV feel, but then it also has really good, like, the ride quality is much better than both those vehicles. The noise insulation also better. Like, everything's just better. And yeah, it's so fun. Seriously, it's fun to drive. The inline six has tons of torque, and yeah, I know I'm kind of rambling here, but I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah, I mean, look at this view that you get as the driver, and especially like seeing over the hood with the decal and the green. It's so fun. Again, I wasn't so sure about this whole color combination and everything, but yeah, now seeing it in person and driving in it and everything, I really do like it. So I'm excited for all the stuff we're gonna do with this. So I do want to say, content-wise, so I'll have the review on this posted pretty much right away. I will be taking this off-road. I'm debating on where I'm gonna go and what I'm gonna do with this, because ultimately this isn't supposed to be like again, if I want to go crazy off-roading, I'm gonna take the Jeep. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm gonna do with it. I think I might just take it to Little Moab and basically just go through my course with this, just to see how it performs compared to other vehicles. A little bit nerve-wracking, but I think that might be fun. The only thing I am concerned about is, and this is gonna sound bad, but is the snow out there. So like, this has okay tires, but they're not like huge tires, and so like, I kind of worry about getting stuck out there. But you guys, I don't know if I showed you the back end, but if you guys don't know, I got this with the tow hooks in the back end, and it has a tow hook on the front. I did that on purpose because like, I'm like, hey, if I ever do take this out, I need to be able to get recovered. But there's also like a part of me that like definitely wants to take it off road and try to get stuck, because I've seen so many videos of people like going through crazy stuff with these Defenders, and the 4-wheel drive system is just so good that it can go through everything. So I guess that there's a big part of me that just wants to see like what it really can do on stock tires and everything. I do have to figure out how to get this in the garage, so I guess that maybe that'll be the last clip, is I'm gonna like play some car Tetris and see if I can fit all the vehicles in the garage. But if I don't have a clip of that, then that'll sum things up. And again, let me know what you guys think. I'll have the review pretty soon, but let me know what you think of the spec from what you've seen in this video. But I think, and don't worry, tow hooks, I think it's pretty sweet looking. I mean, like, it's definitely a lot more stealthy compared to the Raptor with the overalls today, because the Raptor, I mean, this thing's bright neon green. And so yeah, that'll I guess kind of sum things up, and I'll see you guys. Okay, well, this whole ordeal took about 30 minutes, but I figured it out, and it's not the most ideal situation. So honestly, I'm probably just gonna have one of the vehicles sit outside at this point. But when it snows and all that kind of stuff, where it would be really annoying to have a vehicle outside, I will do this whole setup that I'm about to show you guys. But yeah, this was a lot. So anyways, we've got the Raptor tucked in super tight against the side there. And basically, to get the Raptor out, I mean, just pretty much drive forward. Defender is just right in between the GT500 and the Raptor. And all I gotta say is, thank goodness I am relatively skinny, because getting out of the Defender was very difficult. And then you got the GT500 over here next to the Wrangler, and the Wrangler is basically against the wall. So yes, I effectively have turned a 3-car garage into a 4-car garage, and I fit like 3 big vehicles. Like the Defender's wide, the Wrangler's wide, and the Raptor's wide, so it's pretty crazy.